Hey Melissa, this is Jeff with Zucor Marketing. We're based in San Antonio, Texas. We specialize exclusively in helping trade companies like door companies, windows companies, roofers to get more customers through Google. We've actually helped over 100 companies just like yours to do exactly that. And of course, in this video, I'm going to show you specifically what's holding your website back and what your top competitors doing differently that's allowing them to beat you right now. Let me start with a quick result from a recent client we work with a door installation company in a similar market to yours. When they came to us, they were getting roughly 4 calls a week from their website, and after we implemented the same changes I'm about to show you, they were getting at least 11 valid leads a week within 90 days. I'm actually sharing this because I want you to understand that what I'm about to show you isn't theoretical. These are real changes that produce real results from companies exactly like yours. Now let's go ahead and look at your website. And compared to your top competitor's website, your website is average at least. And I'm going to show you exactly why. The gap isn't about on how your website looks like. It's about how Google sees it. And right now, Google doesn't see the way it needs to in order to, put you in front of customers who are actively searching for your services. So there are three main areas where your website is falling short. Let's go ahead and go through each one of them. First one is the content. Google is looking for 1,000 words on a homepage, and the more relevant content you have, the more Google considers you an expert in your field, and the higher it will rank you on Google. Let's go ahead and do a quick word count just to see how many words you have on your homepage. We currently have 437 words. That's significantly short of what Google wants to see, so adding additional relevant content to your homepage would directly improve how Google will rank you. Second one is what we call the keywords. Keywords are the exact words and phrases your customers type into Google when they're searching for businesses like yours. For example, someone in your market might type sliding door installation in Houston, Texas. Um, And what Google does is it scans your website looking for those exact phrases. The more you use the right keywords throughout your content, the more Google considers your website relevant for those searches and the higher it will rank you on Google. However, repeating the keywords too many times is called keyword stuffing, and Google will automatically penalize you for it. And what we need to focus on is strategic usage. Now, let's go ahead and look at how Google actually displays the results. When you do a search, you'll see three types of result. At the top, we have here is what we call the map pack, which takes into account the distance of the business from the person doing the search. Being here is extremely valuable because this listings gets a lot of attention and clicks. The results here are actually your complete Google business profile, including reviews, a call button, updates, and many more, and not just links into your website. Below the map pack are the organic search results, which many people call the real results because they're not paid ads. These are the website Google considers most relevant based on the keywords being searched and the factors about the quality of your website. We have here your main competitor in the organic results, and let's go ahead and see what they're doing differently. So right off the bat, they have a crystal clear call to action the moment you land on their homepage. They have enormous amount of keywords optimized content throughout their site. They have detailed service pages, regular updated blogs, and tons of, great content. Every one of this tells Google that this is an important, trustworthy website, and Google rewards them by putting them at the top of the search results. Let's go ahead and move on to the third one, which is the backlinks. So we have here Ahrefs. This is the tool that SEO specialists use to evaluate website. Let me walk you through the numbers that we have here. Starting off with DR, this is the level of trust that Google has in your website, and UR is the overall strength of your website. Backlinks, these are links from other websites pointing to yours, so think of them as recommendations or shoutouts from around the internet. The more high quality backlinks you have, the more important Google considers your website and higher it will rank you. We'll be comparing your numbers with your competitors' numbers. So with DR and UR, it shows that Google does consider your website a much more trustworthy, although you have the same level of strength. You also have more backlinks, but since they have more keywords, it gave them way more traffic within the last 30 days. What this actually means is that Google currently trusts your website significantly more than yours, and that difference translates directly into them receiving more phone calls and leads from customers who search for exactly what you offer. Customers who never even saw your website because your competitors showed up first on the Google searches. So to summarize what we found, your website needs better content and more keywords to meet Google's requirements, and you need to have significantly more high quality backlinks to close the trust gap between your website and your competitors. Each one of these is actually flexible. I mean, none of them requires rebuilding your website from scratch. They are specific, targeted improvements that will directly impact where you rank on Google, and thus many new customers you get versus your competitors. Now, some of these changes are things you can begin on working with yourself, and this video actually gives you a clear picture of exactly where you need to focus. But if you want a quickly and completely beat your competitors, we can definitely help you out with that. Also, our founder, Samuel Turcott, is a marketing specialist who has worked with trade companies for over 25 years. He does a limited number of free 20-minute deep dives with business owners where he builds a specific action plan tailored to your website, your services, and your local market. It's a genuine working session, not a sales call. He'll tell you exactly what you should and in what order, and you can take that plan and, of course, do whatever you like with it. I'm also going to be following up with you in a couple of days. If what you see in this video resonates with you, it's worth 20 minutes of your time to talk with Mr. Turcott directly. So I really do appreciate your time. You all have a wonderful day. Bye.